Good morning. Hi everybody. It's Rachel from Sage here. I'm going to do a summer makeup because it's now summer in Australia. Those viewers who are from overseas, it is officially summer here. I am using all Australian brands in honor of the start of the Australian summer. I have just used the Innoxa anti-redness primer. If you've never used an Innoxa primer, then you really need to start now. They have a 50% off sale at the moment. They have a lot of sales and they are not very expensive anyway, but you know, they're under $10 at the moment. I've just used the anti-redness one because I've got some breakouts here. And I think it's from using another primer. So I've primed my lips with another Innoxa product. The Volume Lip Crayon, which is basically a balm to me that has a bit of tint, but it comes off quite matte looking, like it feels emollient on the lips, but it has a matte feel, and I don't know what shade this is. It's like a peachy shade or something. Oh, nude. How original. Okay, but that's still available too on their website as well. Some stores, pharmacies, department stores stock Innoxa in Australia still. I do not have an eye primer that is an Australian brand. I'm not saying everything that I've got here to use is Australian made, but they are Australian brands. So I've used the anti-redness primer, and now I'm going to use a Natio Bronze Glow Perfecting Primer. This is very good, and a lot of people that I've used this on really like it. It smells yummy. It's got a tint, it's a glow. It has got some tint, yes. So I'm not putting this all over my face. I'm just putting it in those areas that I actually want to look a little bit more tan and glowy. I don't particularly want it in the center of my face. Perhaps I should have put that one on first. Okay, it's not really sticky, but I just like to tap it in anyway to make sure that I've evened it out. Right, my makeup table is disastrous. Don't judge me for the state of this palette, but this is still available. It's obviously a favorite, Innoxa, the nude eyeshadow palette. It is an everyday staple sort of color scheme. She's basic, but it's fantastic. The quality's good. I've had it for years. It doesn't smell bad. And this is still current stock. Like, this is not, obviously, but you can still get this palette on their website. So I checked to make sure that it was still current, and it is. I'm just going to go in with that first shade, which is really deep pan now. And you can see why, because it's such a good base shade. Yes, I have got an eye primer on. It's not my usual one. Anyway, my usual one's not Australian anyway. Oof, starting to sweat. It's warming up here. So this is literally a base shade. I'm having trouble getting it onto my brush. Something that I've just run out of and I'm very sad about is the Innoxa Color Correcting Pen, one of my all-time favorite products. And I've just run out of it, and I don't think they've got any stock of it on the website. Such a shame. Excuse the sweat. Ooh-wee. That's menopause for you folks. All right, so now I'm going to go in with the crease shade. I think I might use that one. You will. My crease is very saggy now, and that's fine. That's just normal aging, and aging is wonderful and something to be celebrated. But I just want the crease to be less prominent because I have such a lot of lid space, as you can see. And I want to keep emphasizing my eyes because I really think my eyes are my best feature. But I don't really want to draw attention to the loose skin if I don't have to. And you can see how easily it's just more or less, not completely disappeared, but it's been diminished. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with the chocolate brown shade at the end. But generally it's neutral, leaning cool. So that makes it perfect every day for a lot of skin tones, not all skin tones, of course. And you can see it has a reasonable level of pigment. Now I tend to be quite heavy-handed, as you know, with my eyeshadow looks. Don't like that, and that would be enough. And my aesthetic is, today particularly, I just feel a bit, I don't know, felt like, because I'm wearing a band t-shirt, it felt like doing a bit of grunge, even though I'm doing neutrals. And I don't really care about the tidiness out here because I always clean that up with the foundation. Just make sure I'm blended properly. I'll just go in with that crease shade again and blend through the middle there. Oh yes, I wanted to tell you about my sunscreen today, which is also Australian and is my favourite general purpose sunscreen and is excellent quality. And if you can get your hands on a Cancer Council sunscreen, you absolutely should. You can buy them overseas. Oh my goodness, my dog's walking along the outdoor table, which is new. Oh no. Okay, I'm going to go in with a shimmer now. I'm going to go in with that one there towards the end for the outer edge. These are not super shimmers. They're they're buttery to apply, but you're not going to get, you know, glowing to the heavens impact with these shimmers. They are everyday. Actually, I might go in with that deeper one still. I'm using virtually all of them. Right, now I will go in with this one in the center. That's nice, isn't it? Sort of, I don't know, it's not a cut crease because I don't really do them on myself. But you can sort of achieve that effect just with your finger. Doesn't matter what shimmer it is, you can do it. So I've just got the two shades on different fingers, so I can go back in and blend. More and more I'm using my hands to do shimmer shadows. Now there is a really light one there, so I'll get my pinky finger and I'll go in there like that for inner corner highlight, and I'll draw it up towards the brow bone. I have gelled my brows just with my everyday brow gel, which isn't an Australian brand but is readily available in Australia. It's that Schwarzkopf Got to Be. Oh my gosh, I just cannot get to the end of it. I really like it. It's good for my type of brows, which tend to be a little bit erratic. shall we say. Okay, so that is basically the shadow look. Very simple, very basic, nothing out of the ordinary. If you didn't want to go this deep with the outer color, don't. Just do one stamp and blend. As you can see, I've used my usual crazy amount. Okay, so let's go do mascara now. I'm opening a brand newie today because I've just thrown away my brown mascara that I've been using for probably too long and was starting to flake on my face. So I've got the MCO Beauty Extend Lash in black brown, which is a favorite, has been for quite some time. This is a tubing mascara, so it will come off in water, just in those little tubes. It doesn't smudge. I really like the shade, the tone of it, that it's a cooler undertone. You want to wear a red lipstick or something, then a black brown looks better than a sort of a reddish brown, if you know what I mean, because there's a contrast. But there's still enough contrast there, like enough definition with the brown there, that makes my eyes instantly bluer. It's a trick of the light. Yes, I do have a light on in front of me, but even in natural light, my eyes appear bluer with a brown mascara. Green eyes the same. Brown eyes, well, brown eyes are just amazingly deep and soulful, so you can wear whatever mascara you want. In whatever shade you want. Purple looks magical with brown eyes. And there's a whole swathe of purple mascaras coming on the market, which I'm like, yes. We're getting back to the crazy colour makeup. Love that. I cleaned my own brushes this morning. So obviously I have my own brushes and I have 2 sets for me. And then obviously I have my kit brushes and I have at least 4 sets. I haven't really done a full tally of how many sets I have, but obviously I have more of some sorts of brushes than others. Like foundation brushes, you can't just wipe them clean with some alcohol spray. You need to use a different one on each person. So I have at least 6 of them. Yeah, so obviously I have a lot of brushes, you know. Yeah, so I have 2 sets myself, and I washed 1 full set this morning. And they're out there in the sun getting dry. So if you want to know how I do my brushes, watch out for my empties videos, which are coming up soon. Okay, I'm going in with complexion product now. MCO Beauty's BB cream. I decluttered the foundation that I had of theirs. It was that Hydra one. I found it possibly the least hydrating foundation I'd ever used. So this BB cream is pretty standard. It does have some coverage. This is the medium shade. I'm just wanting to even my skin tone this time of year. Pretty much more than anything else. Add a bit of, you know, bronze and whatnot in the outer perimeters of the face. I might use a bit more. As you can see, the coverage is pretty light. Long lasting, up to 24 hours, even skin tone. Skin perfecting beauty balm and hyaluronic acid. There's no SPF in here. Some BB creams do have it, but never rely on that, of course. And I'm kind of glad that MCO Beauty don't put an SPF in, because then you're not thinking, oh, okay, I'll just rely on the SPF in my makeup. You must never. It's just not. You're not going to use 3 3 fingers worth of makeup. And that's how much SPF you have to have for your face. I measure it now. Like I actually put 1, 2, 3 swipes of SPF. Okay, that's better. Hands, you can see. BB creams work best just with fingers, I think. I don't have an Australian made concealer or an Australian brand concealer. But you know I'm not using a lot of concealer these days. We've talked about that before. Okay. Just wanted a little bit more coverage. So I've just gone in with something that's in my project pan. Haven't got much left. Should finish it this month. Yeah, I just got a bit of redness and breakout from, so annoyed. I just used a primer with vitamin C in it, and of course the very next day, pimples, blackheads. I really need to just not use vitamin C. Such a shame, because it's really wonderful for fading, hyperpigmentation, etc. But I just can't. And with this time of year, my skin is more combo than it usually is. All right, I'm not disclosing what that was because, you know, it's not an Aussie product. But if you've been watching my channel for a while, you probably know what it is. I'm just gonna wash my hands. So underneath my SPF today, my favorite serum, it's the GOAT. You can see how much is left. I absolutely rip through this stuff. I hope Eco love me. It must be their favorite, one of their favorite people. And that serum, it's so good. It's so good. Day or night, it doesn't matter. So I'm just tidying up that outer edge now. Clean off that brush a little bit. I usually go back in at the end and just make sure everything's buffed properly and even. All right, powder time. Innoxa hyaluronic acid, loose powder, translucent. Love this, love this, love this. It is a wonderful powder. Under eye, all over the face, it really doesn't matter. I like to use a flat brush these days. This is an Eco Tools brush. I don't know whether Eco Tools are Australian, but they are available in lots of Australian stores. This doesn't have a fragrance, but it's got that distinctive hyaluronic acid freshness. I don't know, it's just a fresh smell. Now this is translucent, which is why I look like I'm baking, but you know, that's not really what I typically do. Just want to set that area. Cough moment. Right. Oh, look at my shirt. I got too much on that brush. Suspiciously quiet out there today, or now. Makes me wonder where the dogs are. Right, we really are blurred. It is velvet. My skin feels like velvet after using that powder. It's amazing, it really is amazing. Okay, so I'm going to use a bit of cream bronzer to bring some colour back into this face. And I'm using the Australis Dewy and Daring bronzer in Ride or Die. This is one of those sticks. This is a very nice product. You have to be, oh, I find I have to be extremely light-handed with it because it has a lot of colour payoff. All right, that's probably all I need to use. Maybe a bit more up there. Right, that stick will last me years for that very reason. All right, I've got a nice damp sponge. Yep, nice and fresh. Gosh, I haven't used a sponge in quite some time. Yes, I put a cream product over powder. I am aware. Let's see what happens. It might be all right because the sponge is damp enough that I've got good control, but not so damp that it's like making everything slide around. My one issue with this shade might be it's pulling a little orange. It will settle down. It does settle down. But on camera I can see it's looking a little orange. My daughter is on schoolies week. If you're an Australian, you'll know about schoolies week. I think the American equivalent would be spring break. Because here in Australia, the legal age to go into licensed premises is 18, not 21. And it's a rite of passage for many, many, many kids who've just finished high school. So she's gone with 3 friends to a place on the New South Wales South Coast, which is a very beautiful place. So I'm using the MCO Beauty Ultra Lock Spray between steps. Okay, this is okay. It's unfragranced, which is good. And MCO Beauty is often on sale at, you know, on their website or Woolworths, places like that where it's sold. I think they also sell it at Target or Big W or somewhere like that. Sorry, I can't remember. I don't, we don't have those. Well, we do have a Target, but does anything get sold in Target anymore? Poor old Target. It's been cut to the bone. All right, so that's that. Now I'm going to use some blush. Am I going to use a cream? I don't know. If I want to use a cream blush. No, I don't. I'm just going to use a powder blush, and I'm going to use Mellow in my new Mellow one in Pinky Promise. Isn't that lovely? Look at that, so pretty. All right, is it big brush. Brand new, just got this the other day. Really love the shade. It's not a peach shade, which is big news for me. I actually thought this was matte. It does have some glow, but it's very tasteful. Oh, I really like it. Oh yes, very good. Put a pop of it there. It's taking down some of that orange quite nicely. Not that I don't love orange, you know I do. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so let's go in with a powder bronzer now, also from Mellow. This is from the Face palette. This is also brand new to me. And these are super buttery, that one there, that bronzer. Okay, very light hand. I really like the tone of this bronzer. It's going to last me forever and a day because the pan is huge. Right, I'm going to go back in with some loose powder and fix that nose because it's looking too orange to me. That's a little bit better, I think. Yeah, okay, that's pretty good. Right, I always go in with another coat of mascara because I find the powder settles on them for one, and then the powder actually makes, if you let a little bit of powder dust land on your lashes, it actually makes the mascara not waterproof, but certainly water resistant. And then you can go in and put another coat and they curl and the curl stays much better without using a curling device necessarily. I think the puppy's back up on the table again. Yes, now that he's getting bigger, he's getting up on things thinking he's a big dog. He's not. He's only 6 months old, but anyway, he is as smart can be. Okay, let's go in with a lip pencil, which is an ancient lip pencil. That's all that's left of a brand that used to be Australian owned. It's a luxury brand, Napoleon. I can't get this anymore. But you know, clearly I'm hanging on to with all my life. And I've been using this same shade, which is Sand, since the 90s. I'm finding that hard to get right these days out there. A lot of texture. And I never even smoked. Hate it. Okay, Natio. This is one of my favorite products from them. It's a lipstick, but it's a lip balm feel, and they seem to be really popular at the moment. I haven't got much left. And as for the shade, I can't really tell you because look, but you could probably take a screenshot if you wanted to have a check of it in the store. They don't tend to do garish colours. This is a brownish, pinkish brown nude. The quality of their lip products is really exceptional. I think their lip products are all sort of $20, $22, something like that. They're not expensive, but the quality is amazing. Okay, now I'm looking super neutral. I'm looking very everyday. I think I might just do my brows off camera and then finish doing my brows, and then I'll be back. Right, so brows are filled in. I didn't do very much there. I just blow dried my hair. It wasn't wet, I just wanted to straighten it a bit. That's the finished look. A really easy look, which you can take to evening very easily. So that'll be the next phase of what I do. Basically the same complexion products, and I'll just change the eyes a bit. But this is pretty much what I would consider an everyday look for me. You can wear the shimmers, no shimmers, you can wear less dark shadow, you could go harder. I did go back in and buff, as I said I was going to make sure that everything was blended as best it can be. But this is it. I did finish off with another spritz of the MCO Beauty Ultra Lock Makeup Setting Spray. I'm finding this bottle's a little bit leaky, so yeah, I haven't got a whole lot left, so I'll be using that one up fairly soon because I go through setting spray like, you know, literally water. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is go from the day look to a nighttime look, and we'll see what happens. Okay. Thank you for watching this video. If you want to watch the nighttime look, that will be the next upload, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye for now.